set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And complete right side to Cook. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Sanders on 1st down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
To throw, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to drop that one through.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Randy Moss there to make the grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 2nd and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. And on the catch, it's Andre Johnson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. From the 29, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation? That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, Rodgers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kevin Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the cover.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Tough slide. They lose a yard there on third. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. Your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned. He's coming for you.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. His throw incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And he stopped immediately there. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers, he gets it left side to Johnson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Hey, check it. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Regular. Hey, 66.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
No, 66. Cover.
Brady now on 1st down. Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's Dalvin Cook there with a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Jackson now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring out fourth down. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Able to complete to Moss. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. To throw is Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Moss. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Randy Moss, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Alabama, 380. Cut. 450.
Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Brady to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Jackson to return. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brady to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 59 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Now Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Brady. Oh, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. What can Rodgers do now with his drive? Ertz has it left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
So now after that big play, things come into focus a little bit sharper, because at this point in overtime, the field goal is all they need. That big play there sets them up in field goal range. They want to try and finish this game off.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second down, and back they go to Sanders. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped helped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. From Baltimore, good night, everybody. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, Ryder. He gets this one to Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Ryder. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. This is Eric Dickerson, 4-time rushing champ. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete, but he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Sanders on 1st down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, and back they go to Sanders.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Touchdown! Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
First down, Montana. They will find Davis on the left side, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
4 yards remain for second down.
They will look to throw. Montana. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move into passing in the running game. So
from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here. As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Montana. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
That is caught by Moss for a Las Vegas touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On second down now. It's Sanders, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Philly.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the Raiders have got him. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Lawrence Taylor able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis.
Picked up by 19. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Lawrence Taylor in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Well, into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
Picked off at the 12. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
1st and 10 for Montana and company. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now Montana.
Right back to Davis. It's complete.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Montana to throw. He'll buy some time right. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And the defense, they'll spread the field. A dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Operating out of the gun. Here's Montana. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun. Here's Montana. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go. And goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Montana steps away to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike
The Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 10. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Glenn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Jackson now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first.
He's got a man, complete. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
56 to mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Exit. Box it. 56 is the mark.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
56. Mark's 56.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's going to go up top again. Touchdown! Philadelphia! Randy Moss. 37 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. This will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Montana's throw going to be caught by Davis. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Montana. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. There'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw is Montana. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He sets to fire deep. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Jackson. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Montana. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Back to throw here. Right side caught by Jackson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 22 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it, and I can't wait to see.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he's going to air one out. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 89 yards. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now it's the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Uncorks one for Davis. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up on Humphrey. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Rodgers to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Watch the twist. Hey, 88, 56. Let's get this. All right. Hey,
now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field. But guess what? This one's now just about over.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly